What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Paige with the Page, and today we're going to be doing 7 on Sunday. Seven on Sunday is a Goodreads group created by Grace from G Swizzle, and I'll leave a link to both her channel and the Goodreads group in the description box below. So today's topic is 7 audiobook favourites or audiobook recommendations, and I have a little palette of 7 books that, the audiobooks just made me so happy. So the first on the list is an interesting one because most people would pick a different book by this author, but it's The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Most people would pick Daisy Jones and the Six as the audiobook recommendation because the physical text itself is quite hard to read. It is definitely easier to get through in the audiobook format, but for me, having The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I was listening to this on my way to one of my favourite teaching placements, and I was just bawling my eyes out on the train because the audiobook and the narrative just hit me in such a way that I was just like oofed at the ending. So I feel like it's really important to highlight those that give you more of that emotive response than necessarily ones that are easier to read through audiobook form. I absolutely loved the narrative in this, and I feel like I would have enjoyed it as a physical read, but my reading experience was so much more enhanced through having it as an audiobook as well. My favourite way of reading is reading along to the physical copy whilst listening to the audiobook. So all of these physical reads were done that way of reading along whilst listening. The next one is Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo, and oh my god, I absolutely adored this audiobook. I haven't listened to any other of Elizabeth Acevedo's work, so I don't know how they compare, but I feel like the way that she conducts and presents her story in the way that it's meant to be heard, she knows the rhythm, the movement, the emotions, and the pauses where they need to be to really maximize your reading and listening experience. And so yeah, I just absolutely adored Clap When You Land, and I feel like the audiobook was definitely something that stepped it up in terms of just that overall wow factor. I'm very excited to dive into other Elizabeth Acevedo books, and I definitely have more ready to listen to. The next one is Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. So this is an adorable middle grade, and I feel like the audiobook just gave it that little bit of extra magic to it, and it's such a whimsical text to begin with. So listening to the audiobook just really immerses you in the world, and I felt that it was really playful and delightful to listen to. For high fantasy, I feel like sometimes it can be a bit of a struggle to get into, especially within those first 150 200 pages of 150 pages of world building. So listening to the audiobook whilst reading along really helps you just have to focus on what's happening in the story rather than dealing with the pronunciations and just really struggling to get into it. You just are immersed in the story. And one that I really benefited from listening to whilst reading along was Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I feel like I originally tried to start this physically and I just was not. There was no way this was happening. The names in this aren't confusing at all. It's like Fitz, Charity, The Wit, Chade. There's not really too many names that I struggled with, but I just needed something to help guide me into this story. And I feel like the audiobooks are the perfect way of doing that because they help just immerse you straight in the story. You're getting an understanding of the world, and it sort of gives you more of a visual as well, in the terms of being able to create your own narrative in your mind and follow through with a story like to accompany it, rather than just reading the straight narrative. So yeah, highly recommend any high fantasy going down the read-along audiobook route. Recently read Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson that way, and I'm currently reading Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shadden, and I'm absolutely flying through it because it's just so easy to consume with the audiobook. The next is a bit of a funny one, and it's A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, and this was just a ride. I feel like the audiobook just really enhanced my reading experience of it, and I just highly recommend it. I think having the first, I think it was like 20 pages, and there were particular scenes happening, and I was like, oh, hello. So I put it down because I wasn't quite ready to listen to it at that point, and then picked it up and like, yes, we were good. And so yeah, definitely recommend the series. It's just a bit of fun. Another one similar to Clap When You Land is Pride by Ibiza Boy. So again, this is set in Brooklyn, and it's sort of giving that pronunciation and immersing you in book rather than sort of just letting you stumble along with a language and a way of speaking that I'm not necessarily familiar with. So yeah, I was really excited to have the audiobook to accompany this, and I feel that it really helped me navigate the story in a way that was authentic to the book. And finally, my last one is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. I adore this book. Like, every part of my soul just is so sweet, and I forget about it so much because I did listen to it only via audiobook. I don't have a physical copy. And it's just so wholesome. The main reason I'm recommending the audiobook is the voice of Florian, the little dragon in it. It's just so cute and I cannot deal. And I highly recommend picking it up this way because it's just next level cuteness, and oh my god, my soul. And don't forget to use my influencer code PAGE10 to get 10% your order at Bookish Bean Co. I'm so excited for my delivery to arrive. I've placed a massive order for magnetic bookmarks and just so excited. So yeah, feel free to use that at any time. I'm a rep from October to December. So these are just some of my audiobook recommendations. Apparently I have quite a few. I would also highly recommend Sadie, and Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. So if you'd like to see a whole video on this, let me know in the comments below. Also in the comments, this is the time for the giveaway details. So I'm running 2 giveaways, one on YouTube and one on Twitter. And both will receive a prize of 50 Australian dollars through either Book Depository or your Amazon wishlist, just depending on whatever's easier. So, way that you enter on the YouTube side is comment in this video an emoji of your favorite animal. I think I did like a sloth or a dog last time because they're mine, so now I want to know yours. And also, as part of the entry, I want you to leave me a question for a Q&A. So I'm going to announce the winner on the 26th of October, so entries will close on the 25th. The 7 on Sunday creepy books video, that will be when that goes up. Entries will then cease, so comment on this video. This is the video you need to be on to be able to enter, and yeah, let me know your emoji of your favorite animal and then a question for the Q&A. So yeah, I'm so excited. I can't believe there's 500 people. Like, oh my god, I'm so excited. So yeah, if you want to win $50 of books, whether that be through Book Depository or your Amazon wishlist, leave those in the comment. And also, when I message the winner, I will need proof that you are subscribed on my YouTube channel. So that's the main condition there. And yeah, oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Holy shit, how did we hit 500 people? I've only been doing this for like 7-8 months. What the fuck? You guys are amazing. Anyway, okay, cool. All right, gush fest over. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like, and also if you want to enter in the giveaway, and if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!